So hi, this is Commissioner Dave Yamamoto. I posted something about our biological opinion resolution that I'm presenting at NACo on Friday, and there was a question from Mike about what is it and what could it do for Tillamook County. So this is a very complex topic, one that I had to present very quickly at NACo. This is what I presented to NACo along with what the proposed policy was. So this is a resolution about the nationwide approach to FEMA implementation of the NIMFS, the National Marine Fisheries Service biological opinion. What this is one federal agency, NOAA Fisheries, suing another federal agency, FEMA. And what the NOAA Fisheries lawsuit states is that the NFIP, the National Flood Insurance Program, allows the take of endangered species, and in our area that endangers, one of the endangered species, of course, is the coho salmon. So FEMA has never been a regulatory agency, and the BiOp gives FEMA the ability and the authority to become an environmental regulatory body. So you say, what's that mechanism? So there's two. For non-compliance with the BiOp, FEMA is weaponizing the National Flood Insurance Program. So if your region, your state, your county does not follow the biological opinion, they take away the National Flood Insurance policy from your area. Number two, FEMA is also weaponizing emergency funding for disaster relief and recovery. And as anybody knows, especially in Tillamook County, there are many times when we are reimbursed by FEMA for many of the major floods that we have. So let's just take a look at a very few areas of concern, and this is why I presented it to NACo, because after it rolls out in Oregon, they're rolling it out nationwide. And so this is where the concern for NACo comes in. Let's take Florida, for instance. They've got over 1.7 million properties at risk to the BiOp. Colorado has over 43,000 properties at risk to the BiOp. New Jersey has 566 municipalities, of which 549 participate in the National Flood Insurance Program. And I can go on, but due to time, I'm not going to do any more discussion about other areas and how it could affect them. So this is what I've told NACo. When the BiOp comes to your region, don't be fooled when FEMA tells you that agricultural practices are exempt from this BiOp. Their BiOp glossary defines development as excluding plowing and similar agricultural practices that do not involve, quote unquote, do not involve filling, grading, or construction of levees or structures. We all know that agricultural practices do involve filling, grading, and said construction. So in Tillamook County, I'm proud to be able to say that when it comes to clean water, habitat restoration, and fish recovery, no Oregon county does this better than Tillamook County, and that's absolutely the case. So when we recently completed a 600+ acre, $11 million flood improvement and habitat restoration project, the Southern Flow Corridor, when we asked the feds if we can get some sort of mitigation credit for this work that we've done and for hundreds and hundreds of other areas of habitat restoration and fish recovery that we've done in Tillamook County, can we get some mitigation credits for this work? The answer is no. That's in the past. This is looking to the future, according to the feds. So given that FEMA will not have funding for buyouts of property, do states and counties have the financial wherewithal to maneuver through buyouts, property rights takings, and lawsuits when this BiOp institutes no new development and no substantial improvement prohibitions in floodplains? Again, this is something that the counties are going to have to take on themselves. This is the major issue that we're looking at. What my proposed policy said was that the National Association of Counties urges FEMA to ensure that any approach to endangered species compliance undertaken by FEMA for the National Flood Insurance Program is narrowly tailored to FEMA's current authority and receives extensive input from impacted local and state governments, including consideration of local land use laws and ordinances that are already in place to promote and protect water quality, flood storage, and riparian habitat. Again, Mike, this is a 5-minute recap of a very, very complex project. This is something that NOAA Fisheries and FEMA have been working on for over 8 years now. And if you have listened to me in the past, I started talking about this probably 7 years ago. as I was attending meetings. I was standing in the back of the room, and I would ask FEMA and NOAA Fisheries in the front of the room. The way I look at this BiOp, it's going to affect Tillamook County worse than any other Oregon county. And all I get from them in front of the room are nods. So that's what we're talking about. Again, a very abbreviated version. If you'd like more information, please give me a buzz. And when I get back into the courthouse, and we can have a conversation if you like. Thank you, Mike.